Hey everyone, Cap from TCGPlayer here, bringing you the third installment of my deck building series. And for this episode, I believe we have some great additions to the deck to improve upon its consistency overall, whether that be to combo off through our Synchro plays, or further control the game with our lineup of various trap cards. If you're new to the series or the channel, I highly recommend checking out the first and second episodes, which I will provide links to below the video. So without further ado, let's get into the changes that I made to the deck this week. So starting with the Ice Barriers, I'm still playing 3 Revealer of the Ice Barrier. This is one of your best normal summons in the deck, though I've once again found that this is very prone to being hand-trapped. I'm also playing 3 Speaker for the Ice Barriers. This is an excellent free special summon while you control another Ice Barrier monster, and you can also banish it from your graveyard to special summon a level 1 token. I'm also playing 2 General Wayne. This becomes especially useful to keep on the field when you're going up against a deck that plays a lot of spells or traps, as it has the effect where spells and traps sent from the field to your opponent's graveyard are banished instead. General Wayne is a free special summon while you control an Ice Barrier and your opponent controls a monster, and when it's normal or special summoned, you can add an Ice Barrier spell or trap from your deck to your hand. I'm also still playing the 2 Hexa-Spirit of the Ice Barrier. This is one of your tuner targets to special summon off of the Revealer effect. I'm also playing 1 Defender of the Ice Barrier. This helps to further control the game, as it has the effect where if you control another Ice Barrier monster, monsters your opponent controls cannot declare an attack if their attack is greater than or equal to Defender of the Ice Barrier's defense. For the 1-ofs, I'm playing the 1 Prior, 1 Zuijin, and the 1 Warlock. I am still playing the 3 Swap Frog, 1 Dupe Frog, and 1 Ronin Totem. The Frog package just helps you easily facilitate your special summon of Totally Awesome, again just trying to further control the game. For extenders, I'm playing the 1 Fishborg Launcher, as well as a new addition, White Stingray. Fishborg Launcher allows you to special summon it from your graveyard while you have a water monster in your graveyard other than Fishborg Launcher. It is banished when it leaves the field. And White Stingray is a great extender in the deck, as it allows you to special summon it from your hand just by discarding 1 water monster. And also, if it's special summoned from your graveyard, you can treat it as a tuner for the turn. White Stingray currently has an assessed market price of 18 cents. And I'm still playing the 1 Mulling Glacia, just for the hand rip potential. Onto the spell lineup, I'm still playing 3 Freezing Chains of the Ice Barrier, 3 Medallion of the Ice Barrier, and 3 Winds over the Ice Barrier. And the trap lineup is the same as the previous week, with 2 Paleozoic Canadia, 2 Paleozoic Deinamiscus, and 2 Paleozoic Olenoides, as well as 3 Crackdown. New addition to the extra deck, I'm playing 1 Crystron Halqifibrax. This is an excellent addition, as it allows you to further extend your Synchro plays. Link summoning into Halqifibrax allows you to special summon a level 3 or lower tuner from your deck or hand, and it also has the useful effect during your opponent's main phase or battle phase, where you can quick effect banish it, and then special summon 1 tuner Synchro monster from your extra deck. Crystron Halqifibrax is currently at an assessed market price of $28. Another new addition to the deck, 1 Marincess Coral Anemone. This just requires 2 water monsters, and it can be very useful as it has the effect where you can target a water monster with 1500 or less attack in your graveyard, and special summon it to the zone this card points to. This also locks you into only being able to special summon water monsters for the rest of the turn. I was able to pick up Marincess Coral Anemone for 50 cents a piece on TCGPlayer, so it just goes to show to be on the lookout for deals when you're shopping online for singles. Still playing the 1 Miss Starboy, just because it is useful for the 500 attack and defense boost, as well as when it's destroyed by battle or card effect, you are able to target 1 water monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Another addition to the deck, I'm playing the 1 Borrelsword Dragon. This provides the deck with the much needed OTK potential, and you will certainly see in the recorded duels that Borrelsword definitely made a difference. As of the time of this recording, Borrelsword is currently at an assessed value of $3. Continuing with the Xyz lineup, there are no real changes here. Still playing 1 Paleozoic Opabinia, 1 Totally Awesome, 1 Abyss Dweller, and 1 Bahamut Shark. Onto the Synchro lineup, still playing 1 Tatsunoko, 1 Herald of the Arclight, 1 Duloran, and new addition to the deck, 1 Desert Locust. Desert Locust is an excellent target to bring off of your Crystron Halqifibrax's second effect, and it has the effect where if it's Synchro summoned, the turn player discards 1 card. And you are also able to, during your opponent's main phase, quick effect Synchro summon using Desert Locust and any other cards you may control. Desert Locust currently has an assessed market value of 17 cents. And on to the boss monsters of the deck, I'm playing the 1 Adamancipator Risen Dragite, 1 Trishula Dragon of the Ice Barrier, and 1 Trishula Zero Dragon of the Ice Barrier. You are able to Synchro into Dragite fairly easily, which provides you a spell or trap card negate while you have a water monster in your graveyard. There are no additional changes to the side deck this week, so I'm still playing 3 Appointer of the Red Lotus, 3 Heavy Storm Duster, 3 Ice Spawn, 3 Fiendish Chain, and 3 Mind Drain. So with these new additions to the deck in mind, we will move into the matches for this episode. So for the first match of this episode, my opponent opts to go first, but does not appear to have the best hand, and merely sets a monster and sets 2 back row. I'm able to start with the normal summon of Swap Frog. I then activate Freezing Chains to special summon the Zoojin from my graveyard, and special summon Ronin Totem by banishing the swap from my graveyard. Then overlay for the Totally Awesome, I tribute Zoojin to special summon Revealer from my deck, and link Revealer and the Frost Spirit into Crystron Halqifibrax. I then link into Marince's Coral Anemone, activating Fishborg's effect in grave to special summon itself, and then Coral Anemone's effect to special summon the Halqifibrax from my grave. Entering battle phase, I attack their face down, and upon its destruction, they tried to activate the Lunalite trap card. However, I negate that with Totally Awesome. Main phase 2, I special Ronin, and then set 1 trap card. They normal summon a Lunalite monster, and upon activation of its effect, I activate Crackdown to take control of it. I banish the Halqifibrax to special summon Desert Locust, which forces my opponent to discard 1 card, and since the monster I took control of was level 2, I'm able to Synchro summon using it and Locusts to go into Dragite. On the following turn, I activate the effect of Winds, banishing it to add the Revealer to my hand. I then activate Zoojin targeting Dragite to special summon itself. I normal summon the Revealer, and then Synchro into the Trishula Sub-Zero Dragon, banishing the 2 cards they control. And with that, I have enough damage on board to end the game. Moving on to the second game of the match, they opt to go first once again. They simply set 1 monster and 1 back row and pass turn. On my turn, I'm able to normal summon the Swap Frog, using its effect to send Ronin to the grave, and then bounce it back to my hand. Then I use its second effect to special summon it by discarding Defender, activating its effect once again to send Swap to the grave, and then I can banish that Swap to special Ronin, and this time I link into the Marince's Coral Anemone, and then overlaying for Toad. This almost appears to be a replay of the previous game. I destroy their face-down monster, and they activate the Lunalite Trap, which I once again negate with Toad, and then attack with Coral Anemone. I set 1 and pass it over to them. They normal summon a Lunalite, and on summon, I activate the Canadia to flip it face down, and that pretty much ends their turn. I then top deck into Revealer, which I normal summon, activating the effect of General Wayne to special summon it from my hand, and then activate its effect to add Freezing Chains to my hand. Coral Anemone will special summon the Swap Frog, and then Swap Frog will send Duke Frog. Ronin will special summon itself, and I'll overlay for Toad. I can then special summon the Speaker, and then special summon Defender using Freezing Chains, and use the 3 to yet again go into Trishula Zero Dragon, and banish the 2 cards they control. At this point, I pretty much have game on board, though I do further extend just to get into the Dragite, and then end the match from there. So moving on to the second match, I'm up against Dogmatica Dino. They start with a Miscellaneousaurus, banishing it to special summon Animadorned Archosaur. They destroy UCT, add the Double Evo pill, and then link away for Linkuriboh in Secure Gardener, then activate Double Evo to special UCT, and end their turn. To start my turn, I normal summon Hexa, which is met with an Infinite Impermanence. I then use the effect of General Wayne to special summon it, to which they chain the effect of UCT. I'm met with Ash Blossom on the effect of Wayne. I then special summon Swap Frog, sending the Ronin Totem, and then bounce it back to my hand, set one card, and pass it back to them. They start with Nadir Servant, sending Entis to add Ecclesia. Entis targets Wayne, to which I chain Dinomischus to banish UCT. They normal summon Ecclesia and activate its effect to add the Fleur-de-Lis. They attack over the Frost Spirit and pass turn to me. I draw into a Crackdown, normal summoning the Swap Frog. I send Swap Frog to the grave. I banish the Swap Engrave to special Ronin. I banish Winds from my graveyard to add Frost Spirit to my hand, and then link into Coral Anemone. The summon is met with Fleur-de-Lis, which negates its effect. I then simply set the Crackdown and pass turn. On attack declaration of Fleur-de-Lis, I activate Crackdown to take control of it, and then chain Dinomischus Engrave. They attack over Coral Anemone, activate Lost World, and pass turn. I normal summon the Frost Spirit, activating its effect, sending Prior to the grave. I then banish Swap to special Ronin, which gets me into the Totally Awesome. I then use Winds to tribute the Frost Spirit and special summon the Revealer. I use Zuijin's effect Engrave to special summon it by decreasing a level by 2. I then go into Miss Starboy and attack into Ecclesia with Totally Awesome. On the standby phase, I activate Toad to special Swap Frog, and then activate its effect to send Dupe Frog to the grave. They attempt to activate Fossil Dig, but I negate it with Toad, and they attack over my Mastar Boy with Ecclesia, which allows me to activate its effect, and they can pretty much see the writing on the wall from there and concede. So moving on to the second duel, they opt to go second, so I'm going first, and start with a hand that pretty much consists of only trap cards, so I set 4 and pass. They start with Miscellaneousaurus, banishing it to special summon Animadorned, then using its effect to add double Evo Pill, linking away for Link Karibo and then Secure Gardna, and then activating double Evo to special summon UCT. They then use the effect of Ecclesia to special summon itself, and then add the Fleur-de-Lis to hand. On attack declaration, I activate Crackdown to take control of UCT, and they simply pass turn from there. During my main phase, they activate the effect of Fleur-de-Lis to special summon it. I don't draw into anything usable, so I simply pass turn. For some reason, they opt to set the double Evo Pill, in which I'm able to destroy it with Olenoides. They activate the effect of Misk, banishing it and one other dinosaur to special summon Petite. Then during the end phase, Petite is destroyed, special summoning the Oviraptor, which will add UCT to their hand. I draw into Swap Frog, so I start with a normal summon of Swap to send Ronin. I then bounce it back to my hand in order to special summon it, sending a Swap Frog from my deck to the grave, and then special summon Ronin Totem by banishing that swap, overlaying into the Totally Awesome, and attack over Animadorned, though they take no battle damage due to the effect of Secure Gardna, and I pass turn from there. During standby phase, I use Toad's effect to special summon Dupe Frog. They overlay for Tornado Dragon, to which I respond with Dinomischus. They chain the Tornado Dragon to destroy the Crackdown, to which I negate it with Totally Awesome, and then I set it to my field. I shuffle Toad back to the extra deck, and they special summon Pankratops, using its effect to pop the UCT on my field. They special summon another UCT, to which I activate Crackdown on, chaining the Paleo Trap in my grave. They attack Dupe Frog with Fleur-de-Lis, which allows me to add Swap to my hand. On my following turn, I normal summon Swap Frog, sending Prior, then special Ronin by banishing Dupe, overlay for the Totally Awesome, then use Freezing Chains to bring back Prior, and then use those 4 monsters to go into a Boral Sword. I attack over the Fleur-de-Lis, in which case I'm able to OTK them and end the match. Now moving on to the third match, I'm up against Omni Heroes. They start with a special summon of Stratos, adding Ferris to their hand, special summoning Ferris by discarding Malicious, equipping Increase from the deck. Increase will tribute the Ferris to special summon itself. Increase will special summon Vion, which will send Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist will then add Plasma, banishing Ferris to add Polymerization. They fusion into Sunrise, using its effect to add Miracle Fusion. They banish Malicious to special summon one from their deck, then tribute for Plasma, and pass turn. On my turn, I really don't have much. I set Ronin and attempt to activate Medallion, but it's met with Ash, so I have to pass turn. They normal summon Solid Soldier, and then special summon Vion, activating its effect to send Stratos. Plasma then equips my set Ronin. They link into Wonder Driver, and attack for a decent portion of my life. They link into Dread Decimator and then pass turn. I banish the Plasma with Dinomischus, and then normal summon the Frost Spirit, sending Zuijin. Then use Winds to special summon Revealer, use Revealer's effect to special summon Defender, then link into Halqifibrax. special summoning Fishborg Launcher, linking into Coral Anemone. I then special summon the launcher from my grave. Anemone special summons Halqifibrax, but I really don't have any further plays from there. On their turn, I banish Halqifibrax to special summon Desert Locusts, forcing them to discard one card, but Decimator inflicts piercing damage, and they're able to end the duel. Now moving on to the second duel, I opt to go first. I start with the normal summon of Defender, and tribute it using Winds to special summon Revealer from my deck. I use Freezing Chains to special summon the Defender, link into Halqifibrax to special summon the Frost Spirit, then link into Coral Anemone, which special summons Halqifibrax. I then set 2 and pass. On their turn, they attempt to imperm my Halqifibrax, so I chain its effect to special summon Desert Locusts, forcing them to discard a card. They then Book of Moon my Desert Locusts, normal summon Solid Soldier, and then special summon a Dusted Gold, activating Mass Change to go into Diane. They attack over my Coral Anemone, and then special summon Stratos, which destroys 2 of my back row. I banish Winds to add Revealer to my hand, normal summon the Revealer and flip Desert Locusts. I don't really have any further plays, so I set Crackdown and pass turn. They attempt to attack with Diane, and I chain Crackdown, and then chain my Paleo Trap and Grave. They attack with Stratos, then using Locust in my Paleo Trap, I Synchro into Dragite, and they pass turn from there. On the following turn, I just attack into Stratos with Dragite. They attempt to activate Fusion Destiny, which I negate with Dragite, change a Dusted Gold to defense, and then pass turn. I proceed to battle phase and attack over the Dusted Gold, setting 1 more trap card. They draw into Emergency Call and attempt to activate it, but I yet again negate it with Dragite, and they concede from there. So moving on to the final duel, they opt to go first once again. They activate the effect of Stratos, adding Shadow Mist, then special summon Ferris. Shadow Mist in Grave adds Plasma. Ferris equips Increase. Increase tributes Ferris to special summon. Increase special summons Vion. Vion will send the Malicious. They tribute for Plasma. Banish Malicious to special summon 1 from their deck. Mask Change for Darklaw. And then set 1. On my turn, I normal summon Revealer. Special summon General Wayne. Then attack over the Plasma. Increase activates Engrave. I special Stingray. Overlay for Bahamut Shark, and then special Toad. They tribute Darklaw with Increase to special summon. Increase special summons Vion. Vion will send the Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist adds Liquid Soldier, which they then normal summon, and special summon Stratos. They add Honest Neos. They link into Wonder Driver. Activate Imperm on my Toad, which I negate and then set. Toad will shuffle back. They activate Polymerization, bringing out Absolute Zero. Wonder Driver sets the Mass Change. And they attack over Bahamut Shark. They Feather Duster the set Impermanence and pass turn. I really don't have many plays after this, so I set Dupe Frog and attack into Wonder Driver. Increase activates, equipping it. Wonder Driver specials Honest Neos, and I have to pass turn from there. They draw into Miracle Fusion and special summon Sunrise. Liquid Soldier draws them 2, and they discard Stratos. They activate Increase, tributing Honest Neos to special summon. Increase specials another Increase. They Mass Change the Absolute Zero for Acid. They chain Acid, then Absolute Zero, then Mass Change to special Darklaw, destroy all my monsters, and they're able to attack for game. So as you could see from the matches for this week, the deck performed rather well with its new additions, and certainly improved upon its ability to consistently combo off, whilst also having the ability to control the game through the use of the Frog package, as well as our various trap cards. So with that being said, as always, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to give us a like and subscribe. Feel free to leave any suggestions regarding changes you would make to the deck in the comments below. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode, but until then, as always, have a nice day.